Hello again. Well past time for another video, I think. I did the last one some time ago now, and I always think when I do a video I'll get back in the habit and start doing them more regularly, and it never quite happens, or not for a while anyway. It hasn't worked out that way. So but anyway, we are back. I have been painting, doing plenty of stuff, so it's just a bit of an update really. I think I said at the last one, I think the last video was some Austrian Napoleonics, and I said I was kind of done with those for a bit, and I was sort of moving into the French Indian War. Main reason, I've got an event coming up in a few weeks, a sharp practice weekend, playing French Indian War obviously, so I need some figures, so that's what I've been working on. I've done a few units actually, so I'll sort of run through them. I've got enough now for what I need for the weekend at least. I've got a load more to do at some stage, but I've got enough for the weekend now, so I may move into something else for a bit and come back to the rest of them later on. But anyway, this is what we've got to start with. A unit of British Grenadiers. These are AW miniatures, which are maybe a lesser known manufacturer. But I really like this stuff. They're really chunky figures, very big, very chunky, but they paint up really nicely. You know, in the sort of front rank end, they're probably even chunkier than, well, they are even chunkier than that, to be honest. But they just paint up really nicely, I think, and really easily. So I really enjoyed doing them. Yes, that was what I did with these. They also do quite often, if you get on the mailing list, they quite often do 30% discounts. Regularly at Black Friday, quite often at Easter, and various other times a year, they'll be doing a 30% off. So you can pick up a lot of stuff for a reasonable price, which is when I got a load of these not so long ago. Yeah, so British Grenadiers. I wouldn't like to say what regiment. There's probably people out there would know that better than me. But I just painted them up based on what I saw on the website. But yeah, just lovely figures. So I'll put some stills up at the end so you can see them a bit more closely. But yeah, that's the first unit that was done. Swiftly followed by some Rangers. Again, AW miniatures. These ones for some reason were a little bit more, a little bit less chunky than the others. So I don't know if maybe they're older or newer or slightly different sculptor, I'm not sure, but still nice figures. Just not quite as chunky and easy to paint as the others, but yeah, still lovely figures. Got an officer there and perhaps a burly bearded sergeant type. Yeah, just really nice figures. Really enjoyed painting them again. Just one unit of these. In terms of points costs, they're pretty expensive, so they're a bit of a luxury. They're tooled up to the nines and extremely good fighters in the rules, so yeah, can't afford to have too many of them. But yeah, a nice little unit. Again, we'll put some stills up at the end to show them off a little bit more closely. And that was the second thing that I did. Yeah, we also did a unit of frontiersmen with an officer. They are again AW miniatures. Again, these were the very chunky figures. Really enjoyed painting these. Lots of muted colours on there, but I managed to put some put a little bit of colour into them as well. Yeah, just really nice figures. What can you say, really? Can't see their faces particularly well because they're hidden by these massive great hats, but yeah, just really nice figures to do. Again, a unit of skirmishers. They play an important part in the game. I have got more to make more units, but for what I need for the weekend away, one group will do me. Yeah, so again, we'll put some stills up at the end, but that's I'll maybe try and get a better angle so you can see the faces a bit better. But yeah, they're the another unit of skirmishers. We've got these as well. I think are possibly my favourite of the lot, to be honest. The most recent ones that I did. These are provincials. So yeah, locals who fought on the side of the Brits in the French Indian War. Really nice figures. Galloping Major, these ones, rather than AW. For some reason, AW don't really do the provincials, and I picked these up off a fella at the club. To be fair, I bought the Muskets and Tomahawks rulebook off him, and he had a few figures going as well. So these came, and yeah, Galloping Major figures were really nice. I've heard lots of good things about them again, and it's all true. Really nicely done. And yeah, again, they kind of paint themselves, big chunky things, plenty of detail, but very easy to pick it out. So yeah, lovely figures. We'll put some stills on at the end, but yeah, just a couple more for this particular sort of mini project, if you like. Here's just a couple more officer figures. A British officer on horseback, which will be useful for the game. And also, I've got some natives that I painted up a while ago for the for when I was looking at the American War of Independence. I painted up a couple of groups of natives, and I needed a leader. So I picked this one out again. This came from the batch of Galloping Major figures that I got from a friend at the club. But yeah, again, lovely figure. Really like the pose. He looks suitably leaderish. So if I use the natives in the game, then he will be their leader. So yeah, again, a couple of nice figures. The guy on horseback, he is AW again. And that is what I've been doing the last few weeks, really, for the French Indian War. So as I say, I've now got enough for the weekend, which I'm very much looking forward to. And yeah, so I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do next yet, to be honest. There's a few options. I could carry on doing some of this, because I say I've got lots more of it, or I might dip back into something Napoleonic, or I've got some ancient stuff as well. More figures than I'm probably ever going to paint in my lifetime, to be honest. Maybe when I retire I'll have a bit more time and get a few more done, but for the moment it feels like I'll never get through what I've got. So yeah, plenty of options, and I shall decide what to do, and no doubt at some point in the future there'll be a video with an update. But yeah, just thought that was worth sharing. So there's been a little bit done over the last few weeks. Really pleased with how it's all turned out. I'm really looking forward to having a few games with them, to be honest. So yeah, that's me. That's the update. Other than that, just as usual, thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, everything else. I'm still watching other people's videos and still enjoying and commenting where I can. I think I've said before, there's a bit of an issue here. My wife works online a lot, so rather than keep crashing her internet by watching YouTube, I listen to a lot of podcasts nowadays more than I used to. Which means I don't necessarily get to see quite as many YouTube videos and comment on as many as I did before. It would be a bit unfair of me to be watching this sort of stuff on YouTube while my wife's trying to work and crashing her internet. So yeah, I do a little bit less, but I do still watch plenty of videos and comment and when I can, and enjoy what I see. So yeah, keep those coming. And other than that, thanks very much, and I'll catch you again next time. Take care.